Welcome back, Romantic Home family, and welcome if you all are new. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am over the moon excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly Valentine's Day decor crafts. Also, remember, any Valentine's Day decor crafts can be used year-round. If you guys are like me and you're a true romantic at heart, we are getting ready to celebrate the month of romance and joy and love. Listen, also, I would love to have you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. I'm also hosting a totally dazzled giveaway. It's a huge kit that contains so many different things. It's a rhinestone stencil kit, and then I'm sharing with you guys some rhinestone stencils to go along with it, especially if you are loving some of this princess or the scrolly details, as well as some jewels. Okay, the giveaway is going to end this coming up weekend, so I'll announce that giveaway winner, and then we'll announce a new giveaway next week. I'm just super excited to spoil you guys and all the fun things. And also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page, where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Okay, for this Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to transform this little Dollar Tree garden planter bucket into a fabulous shabby chic floral. What we want to do is start out with some chalk paint. Now you guys use whatever paint you have on hand, but I absolutely love the white Waverly chalk paint from Walmart. It has such amazing coverage and you can pretty much do any craft with it. But the other thing is I really need to order some crafting gloves. And also I want to give you guys a huge shout out for those of you that sent me some scissors. I had 2 pairs of scissors arrive back to back, so thank you all, sweet friends, for those of you that did that for me. I had worn out my scissors during all my Christmas crafting. Now I did add a little bit of pale pink over that initial Waverly white chalk paint coat, and then I'm just going to take a little tiny piece of sandpaper and sandpaper over where it says flowers and garden, and that way you can kind of get that little distressed shabby chic look. You guys know I am going to be an all-in shabby chic Love Shack fancy Bridgerton gal this spring and for the season of romance and love. Now the next thing I want to do is add some hot glue to the base of my little bucket and add in some floral foam. Again, this is from Dollar Tree. This is super simple, and then you guys can grab whatever flowers that you have on hand. I actually was taking apart a wreath that I had made last year to get some of these flowers to remake some DIYs for you guys, and I'm just going to use some of this lamb's ear to kind of pop in and around the base. These flowers were from Hobby Lobby and they came on a little bundle, pretty inexpensive, but really use whatever florals you want. And we can start thinking about spring florals now because spring is going to be around the corner. Now don't panic, but we are in the coldest part of winter and I have to do some spring dreaming. So even though we can enjoy some winter months, yes, and be inside crafting and baking cookies, trust me, I love all those things, but it is really cold. Almost too cold to walk my little puppy dog Benji Bear, but it did get above 30 today, thankfully, and so he walked in his little sweater, which I'm going to share with you guys later in the video. Anyway, continue to fill your floral garden with lovely flowers, fill it in with some more greenery pieces, and bam, you have this fabulous floral on a total budget. I love the transformation of the little flower and garden bucket. I haven't done one of these in so long, and it made my heart sparkle and shine. Now, I can't wait to share with you guys how I decorated my cabinets for Valentine's Day. But I popped this little bucket in next to my love side in my kitchen. It just really made it feel like it was blooming with so much romance and spring dreaming joy. Now for this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take one of the Dollar Tree sparkling hearts, and they are gorgeous as is. Trust me, I have used these sparkling hearts for the last couple of years, but I'm going for more of a shabby chic look this romantic holiday. So I am going to start out with a layer of Waverly white chalk paint and just coat my heart with a good old fashioned thing of chalk paint. And if you don't have chalk paint, you guys can use regular paint and mix 1 cup regular paint, 1/2 cup baking soda, and that will give you chalk paint. Chalk paint is just really great to craft with if you want to do some heavy duty coverage and really transform some items. And I have a fun chalk painting project coming up, a collaboration with an amazing chalk paint company. I can't wait to share that with you guys. It's going to be a huge project, but hopefully well worth it in the end. So I did add some little dibble dabble of pink paint over the white chalk paint once that had dried, and then I'm adding Mod Podge layer over the top of that to really hold everything in. And we're also going to add some glitter. So once I had that layer of Mod Podge, then you can go in with some iridescent glitter. Walmart has a big giant thing of iridescent glitter for about $2-3, super inexpensive and great to craft with. Although it does flake off, I'm probably going to have glitter everywhere because of this project. But you guys, I can't wait to share with you guys how we're going to transform them into the Love Shack Fancy hearts. Okay, so I had ordered this wallpaper from Love Shack Fancy, and I had cut a little piece off to craft with, and it is everything in me not to just go to town crafting with this paper, but I do want to wallpaper a wall in my home somewhere, and I cannot decide where to wallpaper, but I just added the little wallpaper to the back of my heart to make it oh so chic and Love Shack Fancy, and these are going to go in my kitchen. I'm super excited for that, and I'm just going to tie a cute little gingham bow. Dollar Tree has gingham pink ribbon, which I'm so excited about because it's going to be so great for spring. They only had 2 rolls at my store though, sad fact, so I am going to have to wait patiently. Hopefully they get it back in stock, and I need to go check out their Easter goodies too, but I am so in the midst of my Valentine's Day crafting. I'm really not ready to think about Easter crafting yet, but I probably should, because if Dollar Tree starts putting it out, I'm gonna miss out on all the goodies. Anyway, okay, so I took some pink and white striped ribbon, and I'm just going to add that to the front of my cabinet, kind of like I did my Christmas cabinets. I have some little of the Command Strip brand sticker tabs in the back of my cabinet, and I just added a tiny bit of glue to the back of that and then to the backs of my heart. Yes, I'm adding a little bit of hot glue. My cabinets are painted with semi-gloss, but this glue is just going to go on the ribbon part, so never fear. I did this for both my cabinets and I am absolutely loving it. I hope that they stay up, crossing my fingers and toes. And then for the other side of the cabinet, I did a similar one, but I did not cut into any more of my wallpaper because I have got to save it for a wallpaper project. Now let me know if you guys think I should add that wallpaper to my bedroom or if I should use it in my studio. I really want to use it in my living room, which would be super girly and probably ridiculous, but it would just be so beautiful to look at. I've also thought about using a blue wallpaper in my living room. Let me know if you guys think this would just be way too pink and not match the gray and white tone walls that I have. I don't know, but it's peel and stick, so it's not too big of a commitment, and hopefully I get to figure that out soon because I'm really excited to do this project. So fun and fabulous on a total budget. Now this DIY is more of a trash to treasure project or kind of a thrift flip project, but this little thrifted basket is super inexpensive, and you guys get these also when you get plants if somebody gives you a plant. But what I want to do is give it a little bit of life. Now it wasn't bad just being that white color, but I felt like it could use a little zhuzh, a little love. So I'm taking my pale pink paint. I found this at Michael's craft store, and it is such a beautiful pale pink because it's just very subtle. It's not too in your face pink, but we love in your face pink as well around here. I just want to make it a pretty shabby chic basket, and I feel like adding a little coat of paint to some baskets really just gives them some new life, and it would be fun actually to find some more of these baskets and maybe decorate the top of my cabinets with some pretty baskets with bows on them. Now I've given myself an idea, and it makes me think I need to go straight to the thrift store to look for baskets, even though I probably should just be shopping my garage for some baskets baskets? I don't know. What do you guys think? I have been so creative lately and so excited to transform my home into such a little romantic, sweet little cottage. And I was looking online today because there was an article that got written about me being a Barbie girl and about my backyard pink patio. I remember doing that interview. It was for MSN, and so I posted it on my Facebook if you guys want to go see that. They got where I lived wrong, but the rest of it was pretty cute, and there's even a picture of Benji Beer in there. So anyway, just give your basket a good coating, and then I am adding another coating of Mod Podge to seal in my chalk paint. That's one thing I feel like I don't do that I need to do more, is really seal in my work. I think it'll last longer and I'll be happier with reusing things if I have it sealed, because chalk paint is just kind of chalky and I want it to not flake off and also just have some longevity to it. So anyway, and you know how some of these baskets, when they're kind of older, they can get a little flaky and weird. I thought that would help as well. So once I had added all my Mod Podge, I was thinking about really how do I want to jazz up my basket? I know I want to do something, and I'm adding in even kind of some different shades with a little bit of white and mixing in the Mod Podge. My Mod Podge is going to have pink and white paint in it, but I guess that's just going to have to be okay. Okay, so now I found this ribbon that I was repurposing and reusing. This was at Hobby Lobby last year, but it's so gorgeous. It has the prettiest little red roses, and if you guys see my puppy dog off to the right over here, he was ready for his walk. He was done watching Mom craft, and so I did have to pause a couple times and throw his little toy for him. But if you guys have ever had a terrier, I call it, they're kind of like, they're just very demanding, I would say. So he is not going to take no for an answer. So I had to throw his little toy so I could buy myself a little bit more time to finish this project for you guys. But he's back, and I will tell you, he got to play and he got to walk once I was done and finished filming. He got a big old long walk, and I'll share with you guys that walk because he had his cute little Christmas sweater on. It has been so cold where I'm at. Anyway, on to the craft. So we're just making an easy bow. You just take your loops, fold them over on themselves, hot glue them together, and then zip tie your tails. Make sure you also dovetail the ends of your ribbon, and then just take a scrap piece of ribbon and wrap that around, and you're gonna have a very fancy, fabulous bow that you can add to the front of your basket if you want to make it look kind of like a grandma shabby chic Love Shack fancy inspired basket, to add the bow to the front. And you guys can use any color when you paint your basket, any color that you love in your home: red, purple, pink, green, white, whatever color you want to paint your pretty basket, and whatever type of ribbon you want to use. Now, they had this ribbon at Hobby Lobby last year. Hopefully, if you guys want to go replicate this, they will have it again this year. It wasn't super expensive, and I think it was part of their spring line. So maybe if they don't have it yet, they'll get it in for spring. But I also saw some really beautiful floral ribbon. I believe it was on Amazon. If you just Google roses ribbon or ribbon with roses, it's wired ribbon, so it stands up really nicely. I did have to do some gluing to get it on there, but once I had that done, then I was set to go, just trimming up my tails and fluffing things up. I set this in my kitchen because I feel like every kitchen needs a little basket that you can throw some cute things in, and also to disguise the outlet that's in my house. I hate seeing outlets for some reason. Okay, so here is how my basket is coming along, and you can see my little puppy dog Benji Bear in the background, but I just popped some cute little hearts in it and some pretty vintage plates, and bam, we have a fabulous decor piece on a total budget. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I found this gorgeous box of roses at Dollar Tree, you guys. And they were $5 though. But you know how I love the Forever Roses New York that are so gorgeous. Now, of course, these aren't real roses, but what I want to do is I want to paint over the black box. Now, really, there was nothing wrong with the black box, but I'm going for a really shabby chic spring light and airy look at my home this year. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint it with a nice healthy layer of Waverly white chalk paint. Now, once I had 2 layers of chalk paint painted on, I went ahead and sealed my Pretty Roses box with some matte Mod Podge. I feel like this is going to give my project a lot more longevity, and the boxes also held up really nicely to my painting. Now, you could tie a pretty ribbon around it. I did want to let these dry overnight before I started tying anything on it, and I popped them into my kitchen decor, and I just think they look so gorgeous. And I have a feeling I'm probably going to move these around to different spaces in my home. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I also splurged a little bit and got these $5 Dollar Tree light up roses. You just have to undo the back with a screwdriver, a tiny screwdriver, and then pop 2 AA batteries in it. And I'm going to use these on my chandelier in my dining room. So I also just took and I tied this satin ribbon into a pretty bow. Super easy to do, and this was left over from another project, and I'm going to tie these on to my chandelier as well. So I'm just going to drape the little roses over the chandelier arms. This is super easy to do. You guys know I usually get really crazy and do really big fluffy full garlands on my chandelier, but I felt like it just needed to be kept kind of simple, and then I tied the pretty bows on, and I just felt like that came out so gorgeous. I'm using this curtain panel that my sweet friend Lorena gave to me, and then I just added some pretty roses to the center. And here is a peek of my Valentine's Day tree. Go back and watch that video if you guys missed it. I did a full tutorial on my Valentine's Day tree, as well as my Valentine's mantle and my front door. Okay, and here's my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. As promised, he has his sweet little sweater scarf on. He got to see some of his best friends today, his best girlfriend, who lives on another street over, and her name is Gracie. And then Gracie has a sister called River, and then their next door neighbor's name is Crew, and he is a really cute, oh gosh, I'm not for sure what he is, but he's like one of those really just sweet, playful dogs, which a lot of dogs are sweet and playful, but Crew is the type of dog that everybody knows in the neighborhood. He'll come visit you at your house, and he just gets along with all the dogs. He's super sweet, super playful. But they were all out in their yard, and Benji Bear had his little sassy sweater on. I wasn't for sure if it looked cool or if it looked kind of dorky. You know, if Benji Bear was a person, would he be embarrassed about his sweater? I put the sweater on though because terriers don't have a lot of hair underneath their little body, and so I was just so worried that he was going to get cold, which I don't think he does. But when I came home from the gym, look at him. So I had cuddled him up in a blanket, and usually he jumps up to come greet me, but look, he was still cuddled up in his blankie. It was so funny. He wasn't moving. That's how cold it's been, and by his favorite window, I'm guessing it was probably a little bit cold. But here is an overview of my house. Again, I hope you guys are loving my kitchen. It just makes my heart sparkle and shine to get creative, and I can't wait to share with you guys my romantic Valentine's Day home tour is going to be coming up as we continue to craft and get ready for spring crafting. So fun and fabulous. And then Benji Bear wants to say good night. He loves you guys so much. He found a little scrap on the floor. I think that was probably a little cookie piece. We made some homemade chocolate chip cookies. So we love you guys so much, and we're so thankful. Now stay tuned. I do have a giveaway going on, and also we're going to do our daily devotional. We love you guys so much. Benji Bear says roof roof. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. Thank you all so much for your kind comments and just all of the love and support that you give to me. And thank you for all the love and support that you give to this community, because when you leave a kind comment down below, that truly blesses me. It blesses those that read it. And remember that, please be kind online. There's so much junk out there. We do not have to be negative. So let's use our voice for a voice of good, and we all have a voice. Okay, I've been reminding you guys to drink your water. It's gonna make you feel a million times better. Did you know in the winter months you can also get dehydrated very easily? So anyway, also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. I am a full-time content creator and a one-woman show. This old mama and needs your love and support. And also it's going to help you guys get to enter to win this rhinestone stencil toolkit. Subscribing is free. Did I tell you guys that? But this kit comes with a storage case, extra large rhinestone tray, rhinestone magic brush, rhinestone wax tip picker pen, large bulk bag of clear rhinestones, and rhinestone B7000 glue. I'm also going to include a couple of other bags of rhinestones and then some of these super amazing little stencil kits that you guys can check out. So thank you to Totally Dazzled for hooking us up. Absolutely love them. I'll leave the link in the description box below for you guys. And also we have been doing a devotional. This devotional is called He Whispers Your Name. It's by Cherry Hill. And listen, a daily devotional just helps us out so much. It just reminds us what's really important in life, because it's so easy to get caught up in hustle and bustle and worry and stress, and we don't need to do that. We've got God right here. So let's see what this devotional has to say. So today says pain for gain. Though it seems I have left you in darkness, I am in the shadow, leading you to discover the treasure of my presence. Know that faith is not developed from being certain, but from walking through doubts, fears, and overwhelming uncertainty. I am not far off. I am not indifferent to your pain and suffering, and I'm with you in it. Though you come in at the end of yourself, it's in the emptiness that you will discover the treasure of immeasurable gains through your trials. Dare to believe that I have purpose in your pain and that the gain is far greater than anything you can imagine. That's hard to remember when we're going through pain sometimes. Though you cannot see me, I am with you always. Don't rely on your feelings, but on your faith. My word will guide you either around the obstacle of your faith or through it. My provision and protection will be all you need to walk forward in confident faith. Though you must endure for a time, there are blessings beyond the brokenness. Whatever is lost in the fight of faith, I will repay and restore. I am a God of redemption. There is nothing in your life that I cannot redeem and use for your good and my glory. When you are faced with circumstances that threaten to overcome you, I am closer to you than I have ever been. When fear tempts you to doubt my faithfulness, stand firm and expect my hand to move powerfully into your life in unexpected ways and even uneventful days. Always trust that my power trumps every trial and every tribulation is a trial turned into triumph. So every tribulation is a trial turned into triumph. Every tribulation is a trial turned into triumph. That's kind of a tongue twister. But if you can remember the 3 T's, a tribulation is, let's see, trust that trumps every trial, and every tribulation is a trial turned into triumph. So tribulation, trial, triumph. TTT. Tribulation, trial, triumph. Anyway, that's how I used to study for things when I was a little girl. Let me know if you guys did that crazy stuff too. Okay, so why, Lord, do you stand far off, and why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? That's Psalm 10:1. Why do we feel like God is hiding when we're going through those trials? Because there's not an instant fix, possibly because there's not a quick band-aid that we can slap on and say, okay, this is going to be all better. Because feeling pain hurts, it hurts our hearts, it goes into our bodies, it goes into our minds, it goes into our daily living and activities. And so sometimes it can really feel like God just isn't there, but God is always with us, going through our trials, turning them into triumphs. So I hope this helps you out so much. I love y'all so much. Go back and watch some of the rest of my Valentine's Day decorating videos. I'm super excited to share so many fun ideas with you all. And I've also been working on, I want to do a coffee filter roses, a wall of roses. So I have been working on coffee filter roses on my days off. I feel like they look really realistic. I'm going to do a big flower wall. That's what I'm trying to say I want to work on. So anyway, I'm going to remind you guys that even in these winter months, to get your steps, keep your joy and hope up. That means open up your curtains, get out your vacuum cleaner, vacuum your floor, go to the gym if you can go to the gym. I have been using a walking pad out here in my little studio. I love it. I get on my walking pad and I actually can craft while I'm walking, which is pretty crazy. But it does give, though, I think a little bit more glue gun burns. But I made all of these roses yesterday in an hour walking on my walking pad. I also did some of them sitting in front of the TV watching shows. So I've also been drinking dandelion tea. It's supposed to be like a really good kind of like clean out for your system. Not that kind of clean out, but just more of like a flushing everything out, I guess. It does not taste very good though, I'm gonna tell you that right now. So anyway, I love y'all to the moon and back. I hope you're having a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. Say one more little prayer for my original Facebook page. I was in contact again with Facebook today, and I'm really trying to get that page back so we can have our group page back. There were so many members in that page, and I feel like it just all got dropped, and I don't want to give up. So I'm trying not to. I haven't had any luck. My Olivia's Romantic Home original Facebook page, it has 1.3 million followers. It got hacked back in August. I have since started a new one called Olivia's Romantic Home DIY. So I know I still have people asking me questions about where I am on Facebook. It's Olivia's Romantic Home DIY. And there's a picture of me more with my blonder hair, but there I am. And I think there's about 90,000 followers on that one. But I would like to start a new group page for you guys, but I'm a little bit hesitant to get that all up and running. If Facebook gives me back my original page, hopefully cross our fingers. They've stopped the hackers. They just have to reinstate me to my page, which it's such an old page too. It has been around, I think, since 2011, as well as my blog. I don't know if you guys have ever read my blog, Olivia's Romantic Home blog, but I have a ton of old Shabby Chic posts dating back to 2011 if you guys want to know a little bit more about me and read my writing, which is really pretty sweet because my kids were little and all the fun things. So anyway, but just say a little prayer for my Facebook page. It is not a big deal if it doesn't come back, but I would like to put it out in the universe that I can recoup that page, get us all on the same Facebook page with our group. And if not, we'll just start a new group page no matter what. Maybe let's give it a month. I've been saying that every month, but I think that let's try to give it one more month and see if they can do a miracle. Every time I talk to somebody, I feel so much hope, and then it just goes away because they say they can't do anything to help me. But we're going to put that out there in the universe that they're going to be triumphant, and no matter what, we are triumphant because God is caring for me and you and this whole community. So anyway, I want to hug all of your hearts so tight. Big, big hugs. I love y'all. I hope you have a gorgeous, blessed day. Take care of yourself. Love on yourself and love on everybody that is in your life. Use your voice for good. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.